This is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So that was the introduction video, which looks a lot better than it did on the original Game Boy, which is what this game originally came out on. But we're going to be playing through this today, and probably more so on another day as well, because Skyward Sword HD is coming out in a little over a week. So, as you can see, I've clearly played a lot into this game, but we're going to be making a new save file, and just because I'm just going to try and have fun with this, I'm just going to play on the normal difficulty. My two save files are normal and hero difficulties, where I 100% completed both of them. As you can see, my normal one took me about 5 hours. My hero one, I have about 21 hours in because I did a lot with the Dompe's shack and dungeon building aspect. I'm not really going to get into a lot of it on here, but I have put time into this game. But it's not super long, so... ooh, you know what? I can show you guys some neat little tricks here. So, the character's name is Link. We all should know that. But if you enter in Zelda's name, it plays different music. So, kind of interesting, very poppy music. Another one we can do is Marin, which is the name of a character that we'll be meeting shortly. And it plays kind of a jazzy feel of Marin's theme. And then there's a third one. I don't know if I remember this one just right. I think it's Todakeke? Nope. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because I know there's a third hidden track. Oh, I was close. It's Tota Keke. So this is actually for the artist that did the music for this game, Tota Keke. You might know that name as the name of the actual name of KK Slider, the dog from Animal Crossing. The guy that did all the music for Animal Crossing also did the music for this game. This song he puts into every game he does music for as like an Easter egg. It's actually in Animal Crossing too, as one of KK Slider's song. But I'm just gonna go with the Link name because that's the name of the character. So now we're gonna get started on this. What a relief! I thought you'd never wake up. You were tossing and turning? What? Zelda? No, my name's Marin. You must still be feeling a little woozy. You are on Koholint Island. So, from the intro video that we saw, Link was on a raft, and things got a bit shaky. And Marin rescued us from the beach, and so now here we are. Follow the lane south to reach the beach where I found you. Since you washed ashore, lots of nasty monsters have been in the area, so be careful, okay? Well, Link, you finally snapped out of it. Name's Terran. Hope you're feeling better. What? How did I know your name? You think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it on the back of this shield. And there we get our shield back. So, a nice upgrade is you actually always have your shield equipped, whereas in the original Game Boy game, you had to equip the shield as its own item, which meant you were constantly swapping if you needed it from other useful items back to the shield. So here we are in Mabe Village. And now we're going to take this path south to get to the beach, which is where we were found. A little sign. Tail Cave to Rombo Shores. Oop. 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 So with our shield, we have the ability to push these urchins out of the way. And here is my sword. I'm actually going to show you guys something I used to do back on the Game Boy game. If you come down here, you can actually push this urchin into your sword, and then when you collect it, it'll kill the urchin. But you can't do it on this game. And now we're going to get interrupted. Hoot, hoot. So you are the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently. A courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. It is said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should now go north to the mysterious forest. I will wait for you there. Hoot! And off the owl goes. And we get our sword back. It must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. Yeah, that's spoiler owl from Game Grumps fame. I like that Link writes his name on everything. You can swing it with B, attack enemies in your path. There we go. So when you get your sword, you do a spin attack, which will kill everything nearby, which if you push the urchin over, the spin attack just kills the urchin. I haven't played this game in a hot minute, but I have a very long history with this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Link had his name engraved on his undies. So my storied and long history with this game, I'll get into that in a bit, maybe when we get to the first dungeon. But you may notice that there are some Nintendo characters. Like, this is a Chain Chomp from Nintendo. And, from Mario. From Nintendo. This is all from Nintendo. The Chain Chomp from Mario is not the only Mario character that makes an appearance here. You're gonna see, Goombas. You're gonna see, I think Kirby is even in here, which is not Mario, but it's definitely something. I'm going to try and get some money, because there's a few things that I want to get first. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is collecting all of these she shells. The she shells allow you to upgrade your sword. And I've played this game enough to know where most of all of this stuff is. Also, this music is just super peaceful. Alright. Let's see if I can go in here now and do some of this. Trendy game, 1 play, 10 rupees. Let's go. Move the buttons to move the crane. Go with the buttons to play. Got it. So, you always have to go up first and then right. So here we go. We'll go... Oh, I guess it's right first, then up. Oh, it's 2 different buttons. I forgot that this now has like a lot of slide to it. Whoa. Nice. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to do was get more money, which gives me more chances to play. Alright, so now that I did that, let's go ahead and we will get this heart piece. Oof, that's kind of tricky. Alright, I got it. I will say no, because I'm out of money. He's going to lower this gate so I can get the money, which will give me 50 rupees. Yep. And the piece of heart, which is one of many. Alright, next I need to get the Yoshi. Alright, so that should snag me the Yoshi. Then I'm gonna give a shot at trying to get the red rupee in the back. Which, if I can get it, will have made this free. Oh, it's gonna be close. Nope. I didn't time it right. Alright, I'll go one more. Ooh, that's kinda on the low end. On the plus side, I should be able to get it now, but at this point, I would just net 0. So, I'm probably just gonna... I'm gonna go for it. I'm greedy. Alright, so... I didn't get anything out of there, really. But that's fine. Because I spent too much money trying to get that 20 rupees. And I'll pick up the Yoshi, which is the beginning of this game's trading quest. So now if I leave and come back in, he should have a few new items in stock. Oh, you want a Yoshi doll? We've been trying to do that forever. Our mom is really desperate to have one. So they're telling you that that's the beginning of the trading quest. You go and you give it to the mom then goes and gives it to... Or the mom gives you a different item that you then trade. There's a few things I want here. So I'm gonna want the... everything basically on that bottom row. So we'll start here. So these are new items. The figurines are new to this version of the game. They basically can get placed in various figurine holders around Mabe Village. And there's not really a point to them, but essentially, like, after every dungeon, I think you get a new one at the crane game. But I do want the seashell. That's the other thing that's slightly different, is they added... I hate that. They added more seashells to the game, so you don't have to get them all. Alright, so I have to go after the red rupee. Did I stand the seashell back up? Because that's awful. No. The seashell is shaped funny, which makes it kind of tough to get. Alright. Nope. Okay. Hopefully this one should do it. No, I don't like that. Yeah. It's just the right shape that it slips out the top. Well, I don't have enough rupees to try again, so I might leave that for now. Because, like I said, there are some other things that I want to get. I also do like... This game was originally on the Game Boy. So you can kind of... You can still kind of get an idea for where the screens ended. But you are able to see a lot more. So, like, all this area over here was area that you couldn't see in the original. Because there was a screen end there. Hey there, Lady Liliana. Glad to have you back. Alright, so this is going to be the item shop. And in here... Well, there is one thing I want to buy, and it's not the shovel. But I'm going to need 400 rupees for both of those. I was hoping that they had bombs. I've been doing okay. I was planning on streaming this earlier, but I forgot that I had family birthdays a lot in early July. So this is my first chance to really kind of get a break where I'm not doing stuff with family. Alright. So up here is the lady's house, the kids' house, that the lady's mom, or the kid's mom, wants the Yoshi doll. So here she's going to talk to us about that. Oh, will you give me that Yoshi doll? To my baby? To your baby, right. But yes. Oh, thank you, you're indeed a generous person. I'll give you this in return. You traded your Yoshi doll for a ribbon. Maybe you can trade the ribbon for something else. What do you got to say? Yep, those are my boys. I'm Papal. Pleased to meet you. I'll be lost in the hills later, so keep a lookout for me, here? It's good to know that he knows he's going to be lost later. Here's Marin again. Hi, Taran went to the forest to look for toadstools, but I'd rather sing. Listen to this. It's called Ballad of the Windfish. So that's when we entered Marin's name into the character select screen, that was the song we were hearing, was the Ballad of the Windfish. Up here is the fishing minigame, which I will be playing, but I don't need to right now. I do actually want to stop here into the Chain Chomp home, because in here is a tiny little Chain Chomp that wants makeup, jewels, and dresses. Oh, that ribbon! I need it. Will you trade it for my dog food? Why, yes, I will. Lucky. Thanks. Well, here's your dog food. You exchanged the ribbon for some dog food. It's full of juicy beef. What every dog wants. Speaking of dog, my dog just walked by in the background. Alright, so I'm supposed to be going up here, up north. Into the mysterious forest, where we once again are going to meet Spoiler Owl. Hoot, ho, brave lad, on your quest to wake the dreamer. Welcome to the mysterious forest. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you'll find in this forest. The windfish is watching. Hoot! Ray Skywalker's actually a Palpatine. And here we actually start to see some like actual monsters instead of just like the Octoroks. As well as some stuff we can't quite get to yet. Yes. Okay, this is the room we want. Hey there, Mal. How you been doing? And 50 more rupees. Excited to have umpteen guests in your house at the moment? Right. We can't get this heart piece until we are able to lift those skulls, which we are not able to do at the moment. I just knocked that guy into the hole. And here we see a tasty toadstool. So now we're gonna go take this to a witch who will turn it into some magic powder. Did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. Yeah, I messed this up. I'm not gonna throw you into the hole, Mal. I was actually just thinking, I was like, why does the conversation idea of, like, throwing you into a hole sound familiar? And it's because I think the last time I was playing this game, I wasn't streaming it, but I remember specifically playing it while at my computer, and you were in voice chat, and we were talking about throwing you in a hole. I don't know why. I think they made these slimes, like, super cute. Everything in this game is super cute. Alright, so here we're out of the forest on the other side. Where we're gonna go to the witch's tree hut. Ah, it has the sleepy toadstool, it does. We'll mix it up in a jiffy, we will. It's all ready, it is. Take care, as there's not much there. Why not try a bit in my hut? Don't go wasting this. Also, why don't you waste some? Alright, so this is our first item. So we'll be assigning this to an item button. And now I can show that it lights fires. If we ever run out, we can get more for free by getting the toadstool and bringing it back here. Or we could just buy it from her. Or we can win some from the crane game. But she was saying to try it on your enemies. So really what she means there is to try it on like these guys. Which kind of makes them googly-eyed. But more importantly, they don't electrocute you. Alright, so now that we've gotten the magic powder, we just need to get to the key. Which the key is over here on the other side of this hole in this treasure chest. But had we tried going there before, the path would have been blocked by a very angry Tanuki. I say angry. Kind of a high Tanuki. Which, we're gonna go deal with him right now. So here's the Tanuki. And if we try and talk to him, he just says, hey. If we try and ignore him, he just says, hey, you're going to be lost thanks to me. And we get warped somewhere. So this takes us to a fairy fountain. But also, the area it takes us to is actually right back where we were. So, let's just go ahead and fix this. And around he goes. Turns out it was Terran. The last thing I can remember was biting into a big juicy toadstool then. I had the darndest dream I was a raccoon. It sounds strange, but it sure was fun. Public service announcement, kids. Don't do drugs. You'll have dreams that you become a raccoon and become a slight hindrance to adventurers trying to wake up a giant whale. Alright, so this gives us the tail key. Now we can open the tail cave gate. And the owl's back. We see a lot of the owl early on in this game. Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now. The windfish is waiting. Hoot. Alright, so now that that's done... okay. I was about to see if the map for this game fills in as you get to an area, so you don't actually have to explore every area, whereas on the original Game Boy one, it only filled in the individual squares you explored. So if you didn't explore a square, it wouldn't fill it in. Which the completionist in me hated that, because I had to explore every square. Whereas, like, I know I missed some squares here this time, especially in the forest. I didn't go to every possible location. Just because there's a lot of locations that don't really do anything. Before I go back down there, I do want to actually see if I can buy an item. Because I know the item will be useful coming up. Nope, I still can't. Great. So the thing is I need bombs. I'm gonna need bombs for the next for the first dungeon. Specifically for a secret, so I don't have to backtrack. And I guess I can't get them anywhere. I don't remember if there's a chest that has them. And I don't believe you can get them in the crane game. You know what? At the very least, I'm going to get the 2 sets of rupees. Just because that's pure profit. And I'll give a shot for the seashell one more time. I don't like the way that's pointed. Yep. Okay, that's better. Oof. Alright, that's fine. Alright. I'm essentially going to give one shot at this seashell. Oh, I don't like that. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. I've got to give it one more because it's so close. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. I was hoping I'd get more slide from the sideways. Alright. Did it again. You know, with so many hours into this game, you'd think I'd be better at this. Call it stream luck. Alright, this one... Ooh. Good enough. We never have to do that again. No, thank you. So I'll get 70 coins here. Which, great. I still got a profit. I came in with 114. I left with 124. But there's a secret seashell. So now if I exit and come back in, does that change to bombs? No, single heart. Okay. So you'll see these houses with a phone on top at several places throughout the game. These are like little hint huts. And the person that you talk to is actually the old man inside this house. Which if we go in here and we try and talk to him, he's kind of shy. How to say, please call outside. It seems that old man Olrira is a shy guy in person. So he doesn't like to talk, but boy, he'll talk your ear off if you call him for hints. Yes, hi Chain Chomp. Alright, so now we're going to go down to our first dungeon. And we have the key for this. And in we go. So you can't actually kill those enemies. Just knock them off the edge. The only way to take care of them. And here we have the compass. Now you can see the chest or where the chest and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is nearby. So this is a power acorn. It basically doubles your defense, but I don't want it. It changes the music, and I think it goes away after you get hit twice, and I just don't need it. So this gives me a chest, which we heard the tone earlier, which means this is a key. And in here's another chest. I do like the idea that if something was where the chest would spawn, like we kind of saw there with rupees, it just moves them away. Hey there, Jet. Alright, so this gives us the treasure, or the map, which now if we go in here, it shows us a complete map of where everything is. So any enemies that you kill naturally will not respawn from room to room, but any enemies you knock into a hole will respawn, because it doesn't quite count them as killed. So I mentioned earlier that I wanted bombs. This is the door I wanted a bomb for. Unfortunately, I don't have any bombs, so it looks like we're going to have to do some backtracking at some point to come back for that. You can't actually attack through the blocks, which is interesting. Oh no. So those little slimes don't actually hurt you, but they do very much hinder your movement. And here we have these buzzy beetles, which you flip over with your shield and then attack to kill. So here we see the underground sections, which are 2D. And I'll actually show you guys a cool trick. If you jump on the Goomba's heads, you always get a heart. So if you ever are playing this game and you just need a quick heart refill, just make sure that you jump on them. Because if you just kill them normally, you don't quite get anything. But that's a reference to them being Goombas from Mario, where Mario defeats them by jumping on their head. And here we're going to get our first dungeon item, which is the Rock's Feather. You got Rock's Feather. It feels like your body is a lot lighter. So we're going to go ahead and put this as an item. I don't need to use the powder anymore. This basically just allows you to jump, which is not something you see very often in newer Zelda games. Usually for those, you just like run towards an edge. But being able to jump, especially in these 2D underground sections, is really neat. But this gives us the ability to like skip this entire room by jumping over the pit. And here, where this enemy would, you know, kind of fly at you and attack you, we can ignore it by just jumping. Alright, so there's going to be a key in that chest. Either that or this is the key. Nope, just 20 rupees. Alright, so then the key should be here. Alright, so up here we can see that there's a treasure chest. Our thing went off, letting us know that that's also a key. Just ignore him. Unlock this block. Hey there, Dimmy Gamer. And here we got the Nightmare Key. Now we can open the door to the Nightmare's lair. And so, as you can see from the map, we're almost done with this dungeon. We just have a few more rooms to get through. So, this door here is actually a one-way door. If you go through it, you can't come back up. Oh, that's not a cat. That's my parents' puppy. Alright, so these are actually a very interesting enemy here, and there's a few things to note. You have to stop them all on the same thing in order to kill them. But also, depending on what you stop them on, you can be guaranteed certain rewards. So like here, I'm going to stop them all on diamonds, and I'm going to get rupees. If you stop them all on hearts, you get a heart from each one. That's guaranteed drops every time. And so here we get the stone beak. Now if we could find an owl statue to fit it into. And here's the owl statue. Basically, these are like hints. These ones are telling you, turn aside the spied ones with a shield. So the spined beetles, if we didn't know how to kill them, this would basically tell us we have to hit them with the shield to make them flip over. And here we're just going to jump across this hole. And we get our first mini boss fight. Not too hard. You jump over the rolling pin, and then you just smack away. Get the fairy. So this is a teleport that would take me back to the entrance of the dungeon, but we don't really need it. So I'll go ahead and show you this because I don't plan on going down here the way the game would intend. Down here is where you would fall if you fall off the sides of the boss arena that we're going into. It's just 3 guys hanging out, having a good time. Nothing to see. Nothing strange about that. 3 guys just hanging around. Yeah, I really do love the graphical update they did for this game. It's super adorable. So here we have the Mighty Hamburger. It's not a hamburger. It's Moldorm. Let's see if I can do this. So, with spin attacks, you can kill this guy in 3 attacks. One normal, 2 spin attacks is the ideal way to kill him. It's just pretty quick. And for beating the boss of the dungeon, we get a full heart container, which will bring our hearts from 3 to 4. And then we get to move on and get our first dungeon musical item. The Full Moon Cello. And it warps us outside. Swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Alright, so next we're going to need to go find some black mana. I usually play blue decks myself, but there's nothing wrong with blue-black combination. It's good setup. And here's the owl again. Hoot, that is an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north in Gopanga Swamp. Hoot, indeed. The Avengers don't really die in Endgame, they come back in Infinity War. So, for those of you who don't know, Spoiler Owl is a Game Grumps creation. They refer to that owl as Spoiler Owl. So every time he flies away, I'm just going to drop a random spoiler. And I know I said that one backwards. The Avengers die in Infinity War and come back in Endgame, but it's fine. Oh. Hey, buddy, it's serious. Yeah, really serious. Yeah, it is. The Moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right, a whole gang of Moblins. And then, it's for real, they all went to the house. Yeah, that house, and then they did something at Bow Wow's house. Oh, it was a really bad scene with the Moblins. So, I mean, It might be faster to find out yourself what happened. Alright, lady, what did they do at your house? It's terrible. My Bow Wow was dog-napped by my Moblins. Oh, please, somebody help my poor Bow Wow. Yeah, okay. So now we gotta go rescue her dog. Yeah, I was gonna tell you all about my background with this game, and I completely spaced. I was gonna do that in the first dungeon. So this was one of the first video games that I ever played, and it was one of the first games I ever got on the Game Boy, and I really enjoyed it. I would play it all the time. But I was very young, and was not good at video games. However, my mother used to play this game on my Game Boy all the time. And so... oh, I can't actually go this way. My mother used to play this game on the Game Boy, and I would play on her save file, and basically get to use all the cool weapons and go see all the cool places that she had unlocked while playing the game. Well, my mom had basically made it to the last dungeon, and while I was playing on her save file, I accidentally deleted her save file. I was young, it was an accident, I didn't mean to do it, and I felt really bad. And so I basically pushed myself to not play any other game until I got my mom back to the save file that she was at. To get a save file back to where my mom was at. And I got all the way to the final dungeon, struggling, learning how to play the game, and by the time I got back there, my mom had no interest in playing the game anymore. But because of that, this game will always hold a special place to me because it was something that me and my mom used to do together, and it was the first video game I ever beat because I was driven to because I felt bad for deleting my mom's save file. Anyways. Who's this suspicious-looking runt? Okay, boys, let's get rid of him. Ow. Come on. Enough of that. Alright. You know what? I will take this. So the Piece of Power adds a knockback effect to your sword that I don't usually care for, but I'm gonna want it for this boss fight. You must be an assassin sent by Madame Meow Meow to rescue the mutt. You came here to get me, but it is I who will get you. Okay, Dio. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, tricky. Alright, so now my power has worn off. And we have defeated him. So this doesn't count as a dungeon, it's just kind of like a small challenge. And this gets us Chain Chomp. You saved Bow Wow, what a fearsome beast. And now we just get to kind of walk around and walk the dog. If we try and take him back to Bow Wow now, she'll actually tell us that he's too energetic and we need to wear him out. And the reason for that is Bow Wow is how we get into the second dungeon. Oh boy, spoiler owl. Hoot, that's a fearsome looking animal you have there. Do not forget, the next instrument is in Gopanga Swamp. Alright, thanks for the follow, Excelsior 2003. I didn't get to give Spoiler Owl a spoil there. Okay, we actually can't go around this way, so we'll go take the long way. Before I do that, though, I'm going to walk over here, and we have Gravedigger Dompe. Hey, you made it out here. That speaks well of you. Maybe you can help me out with a little job. I'm Dompe, and my job around this island is to dig up interesting stuff. When you have some time to spare, come see me in my shack over there. So this is Dompe's shack. This location has been different in every single version of the game. In the original version of the game, there's nothing here. In the Game Boy Color version of the game, there's a Photoshop where you would actually get pictures taken throughout the game, and you could go into the Photoshop and have them printed via the Game Boy printer. And now in this version, it's Gravedigger Dompe's shack. And he basically, he lets you build Zelda dungeons for other people to kind of try out. So Bow Wow will actually eat enemies, but these birds are kind of tricky because they don't ever get low enough. But here we have a heart container. Alright, so now that I've gotten that, I can get out of here. I don't need anything else from here. So my goal is to kind of get through this game pretty quickly. I don't want to spend more than 2 streams on it, and I really shouldn't. But I want to get through it quickly because I do want to play some Link to the Past randomizer, which will be a fun treat. I've got some good randomized games just set up and ready. I did one as one of my first streams ever, but I didn't get it recorded. See, there he just ate that like. And because I didn't get it recorded, I always felt a little bad. So here we see Bow Wow will eat these flowers. And that's important because there's one flower in particular we need him to eat. Yeah, it's not that one. Though I would like him to eat this big flower. Ah, I got the acorn. So this reduces the damage I take by half, but again, I won't die in this game. I've gotten very good at this game, and if you don't die, if you have 0 game overs, you actually get a secret ending, which I will be showing off to you guys. Alright, so there Bow Wow has eaten all the flowers, and now we were able to go into the second dungeon. The Bottle Grotto. So there was a little puzzle of lighting the torches. So here we have skeletons of 2 different colors. The yellow skeletons are very aggressive, and the white skeletons jump away from you when you try and attack them. Alright, so if I go over here, we start seeing these crystals. These crystals change colors between orange, yellow, or it's orange and blue. That's going to be kind of a problematic thing. I don't think I can kill these guys through here. Yeah. Basically, we have to have them up or down to get past certain things. Like, see, if I had it on orange, this would be up, and I wouldn't be able to walk through there. So here we see the Mimic enemy. And as you can see, the Mimic enemy basically mimics everything that I do. I forget. Okay, here we go. The idea is you want to get around behind them and spin attack to kill them. And here we get the compass. So this will let us know if a key is nearby, which that's going to be pretty straightforward. There is one room in this dungeon that is very tricky. There we go. So there we got our key. So here we see a floating item, which the item is 10 powder, which will top off our powder. And there we get another key. Just jump along this path here, get up to the door. Here's 2 more mimics. And now this will drop a key on the other side of those blocks. which will have to go back over and around. Luckily, those enemies will stay dead, so the key will stay there. And key. I actually want this back down. Oh. I was expecting it to spawn me back at the entrance because older Zelda games, when you fell, it respawned you at the entrance of the room. So here we have the Spinies, which we deal with by flipping them over. Pick up that. And on to the next room. So here we're going to see a little bit of a puzzle where we push these blocks just into the center, and it will open up a secret passage. Back to a 2D side-scrolling view. Yeah, I thought about playing Oracle of Seasons and Ages, but I think that would just take a little too much time. So here we have a new mini-boss, the Cyclops. So he's going to throw bombs at us, and he'll run and grab which he'll throw, which can make the ground floor kind of crack underneath of you. Oh, he got me again. Throws me to the far side. And he's defeated. You can kind of brute force a lot of the mini-bosses in this game. Just go up and smack them. So here we have these pots, and you can see it says lift, but we're not able to. Oof, this looks heavy. This looks heavier than heavy. Your current strength won't cut it. But I happen to know that we will be getting an item in this dungeon that will allow us to deal with that. So this is a black hole enemy. It drags you into the black hole. There's several ways to defeat it. You can actually just jump over while it's sucking, and you're able to slash it before you fall into the pit. Alright, so I'm gonna need this. Here we get some more money, which I now have over 200, so I'm going to be able to buy the shovel from the item shop after this dungeon. And here we have some booze. Swiping at them just resets them. Lighting these makes them run away. And when they run away, we get the item. When you light a torch, you're actually able to attack them, but you don't have to. They do just disappear on their own. But now we have the power bracelets. This was an equipable item. It now is just always on. See, like, now I can just lift these. Before, you actually had to equip it, which means you couldn't have... with your sword and shield also being equipped items, you could only have, like, your sword and the power bracelet. Or the feather and the power bracelet. Which means you have no sword, which means you can't attack. Which got very frustrating. I love that, like, kind of hollow thud that enemy makes. Alright. Piece of power. Get my revenge on some of these guys. So, this room down here is a very tricky room. In that you have to kill these enemies in a specific order. I believe it's that guy, and then the rabbit. I missed. And then the bat. Nope. Okay, so you heard the error sign there, which told me I was wrong. So if I go up these stairs... Ooh, I can actually use this to get some hearts back. So there's piranha plants, which are also from Super Mario Brothers. Alright, so now if I go back down here, this should have respawned the enemies. Yeah. So I don't want to kill him first. So let's kill the rabbit first. I'll save him for last this time. Just because he's kind of annoying. That was the right answer. So there is an owl somewhere in the dungeon that tells you that that's the right answer. Hey there, Poison Skittles. Thanks for coming out. But this gets you the Nightmare Key, which you absolutely need. You have to have it to beat the dungeon. So we're almost through here. We're missing a few stuff on the left side, but I don't think we need any of that, because this should take us through to the boss's lair. Alright, so we've killed all those enemies, which will spawn the secret staircase. So this is an interesting room. So here we can see that this lowers down when my weight is put on it. And if I come up here, that one's got a face on it, and that face is holding very steadfast. So let's increase my weight a little. And now he goes down. Which if I throw it, he starts to go back up. Alright, so this takes us to the boss's lair. Which, yeah. So we'll have the boss, and then the musical instrument, and then right after, I'm going to come back in and get this stuff over here. So for the second boss of this game, we have a jar, Link's worst enemy. Oh, it's a genie. Ho ho ho, I'm your bad guy this time, ho ho ho. Genie. Oh, I can't move, but I'm still alright. Your little sword won't break this bottle. Even the walls here look tougher than that dinky thing. You gave yourself away there, Genie. So we've thrown the ball against the bottle against the wall. Nyaha! You can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. So you can see it's starting to crack, which gives us the idea we just got to keep throwing the bottle. Yeah, this definitely is like a terrible combination of a clown and genie. Also, I'm really glad that they made this fight less annoying, because he used to say the whole, like, as long as I have my bottle, I'll be okay, every time you, like, knocked him into the bottle, and every time you threw him against the wall. So there, now we've done that and broken the bottle. Wow, you broke my bottle, why you make me hopping mad. So now he's going to spin around, and eventually he'll come together and throw a big fireball at us. Okay, stop that. Alright, so there we've got him beat. And now we have 5 hearts. And our second instrument. You got the conch horn. Prairie. Prairie. No, they're called plains. They give you white mana. The prairie is waiting. Alright, and we're gonna go right back in, because like I said, we got a few treasure chests to clean up in this dungeon. The first one being right here. 50 rupees, always nice. So I believe this was the first Zelda game to have a upper cap of 999 rupees. That said, they made it very easy to get rupees in this game. Alright, and then here we're going to have another treasure chest. It's going to give us the Stone Owl's Beak, which probably would have been helpful if I needed to know the order to kill those enemies. But I had it figured out. And so now we can just get out of here. Thank you. So now I'm able to lift these rocks, which makes traversing the areas a little easier. Thanks, Chain Chomp. So I could lift these rocks to go inside this tree cave here. Unfortunately, I happen to know that that would get me nowhere. Alright. Oh, look at that. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. And here we have this creepy looking altar. I've already got my powder equipped, so let's go ahead and sprinkle. Hey, kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? I'll let you carry more magic powder. Are you ready? Yes. Zap. You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Take care. See you again. We absolutely will see you again, because I know there's another one of you that lets me carry more bombs. Yeah, there you go. Are you gonna get him, Chain Chomp? Alright, so I'll go in here, and I know there's a piece of heart in here, so we'll go ahead and get that. Right, I have to come back through. And this will be our fourth piece of heart, which will give me now 6 heart containers. Alright, so there's one more treasure chest here in the forest that I'm gonna get. Alright, Chain Chomp. I didn't want the piece of power, but I wanted the 5 rupees. And this should be a seashell. Yep. Secret seashell, but what do you do with it? You hold it up to your ear and you can hear the ocean. Alright, so let's go ahead and return Bow Wow. Ho ho ho! I really appreciate what you did for my poor precious Bow Wow. You are such a nice boy. How can I ever repay you? I know. Smooch! You got a reward from Madame Meow Meow. Lucky! So, you can see here, these are the little pedestals. If we had a Bow Wow figure, we could put it there. Which we have, the tiny Bow Wow, which I think goes in here? No, there's not one in here. I forget whose house it's in, but I know there is one in... Like, somewhere in one of these houses is... that. Okay, so here I can finally buy bombs. I do want the shovel. Deluxe shovel, 200 rupees. Buy. Alright, so now I have the shovel. Now I can dig things. 10 bombs for 10 rupees? I'll take it. Thanks a lot, and come again. Alright, well, there's the bombs have pretty much already been cost efficient. Like, I've already got the money back. So I can't go into that small house yet that I can get the rocks with. I can go in there, but I'm going to need the Pegasus boots to do anything in there. So this one's Shy Guy. This one's Spiny. Boo. There's one up here. Pokey. So it's none of those. I know that there's some in Marin's house. Goomba. Piranha Plant. Is it in Old Man Orira's house? Cheep Cheep. Blooper. Nope. Did I just miss it in Madame Meow Meow's? Because, like, it makes sense that it would be there. So, I don't want to attack any of the animals here, because if you attack chickens too much, I think we all know what happens. Yeah, it's probably right, this one right here, huh? Yeah, Chow Chow, which is the Chow Chow figure. Okay, so that's one down. But if you attack chickens too much, you get chicken war. And if you attack these little wolf dogs, they will absolutely, like, attack you back. They don't even wait. It's just a straight one-to-one. You attack them, they immediately attack you back. Alright, so there's Goomba, and that stone rock out there is actually part of Gravedigger Dompe's stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start with the 50 rupees. I will play again. I'm going to get the 20 rupees, but I'm also going to time it. Okay, I think I have an idea for the time I need. Because I'm going to try and get both the stone slab and the Goomba. Ooh, That's not the greatest position. Hello. Oh, come on. Well, that almost worked out. Can I make this work? Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll take it. That was actually a lot better than I was hoping for. Alright, one more for the Goomba. We'll go to here. Get in there, Goomba. Goomba's nice and big. He won't flop out as easy. So, that was a pretty easy one to get. Alright, so I'm going to come out of this plus 20 rupees. Because I did 5 plays, which essentially means the purple rupee covers everything I spent. And the 20 rupees is just bonus. I got a chamber stone. And a Goomba figure. Try to resist the urge to jump on it. Alright, so if I look back in here now... Yeah, back to the original items, which is fine. I don't need anything else from him. So where was the Goomba? Goomba was in here? Go ahead and plop that down. Yep, Goomba. Alright, next I'm gonna take my bombs that I got and go back down to the, first dungeon and get that item I missed. What do you got to say to Dompe? Good seeing you. Got your other stuff squared away for right now? In that case, let's step into my shack. I would rather not. Okay, so I'm gonna come back in here and get the one treasure chest in here that I missed, which, spoiler alert, it's a seashell. Don't want that. And there we go. Easy peasy. So now we can start making our way to the third dungeon. Which the third dungeon's gonna have a little bit of some setup to get to it. Alright, I'm glad you had fun, Excelsior. I hope to see you around again sometime. I'm actually getting really close to being able to buy the heart piece from the store as well. Then the only thing I have to buy from the store is something really expensive. And I could steal it, but then I can never go into the store again. So I have to make sure that I buy everything else from the store that I want, which I know that there's a lot more in the store that I would buy. Don't steal. Stealing is bad. Oh, you know what? I might have to go continue the trading game. Because I think I need some other stuff before I can continue this. But that's okay. I happen to know where the trading game is. Like, where the stuff is for it. So now we gotta go down to the beach to continue the trading game. This should be fine. There's a little beach shack over here. That's where we're heading. And inside is this alligator. What's that you have? It's canned food! For heaven's sake, man, give that to me, please! I'm gonna lose it if I can't get that can! Yeah, take it. Oh, thank you, I'll take that. And he just ate that, can and all. I mean, he seemed to like it. Munch, munch. That was great. I know it's not a fair trade, but here's some bananas. Yum. Alright, so we got some bananas. And here we have a monkey, but the monkey does not take the bananas. Oh, right, you have to knock him out with the boots, which we don't have yet. I'm just gonna get this treasure chest while I'm right here. Just got a bit more money in it, which again, now I have the money I could buy the heart piece. Which I think I'm gonna do, because I believe buying the heart piece will set it up to where I can get the next item afterwards. All right. I might do the fishing game as well, because fishing game will have... Oh, there it is. Okay. So, this is the bow. It's 980 rupees. Which, again, the cap in this game is 999. The bow is needed, but not for quite a while. But it is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. So there I bought the heart container, which, again, it's just one piece of mini. And like I said, I think I'm going to go play the fishing minigame and try and get the bottle that's out of there. How about some fishing, little buddy? Only charge you 10 rupees. Cool, so I can fish 4 times. And depending on the fish I get, I'll get money for it. So the first thing I need to do is I believe I need to get this big green fish at the bottom. Oh. Come on. Ah. He's like just nibbling at it. Oh, is it too far now? Oh. Alright, I think it's too far, so I'm gonna try and get one of these smaller fish. Alright, so there's a small fish. Just to get it kind of out of the way. I landed a little fish. Just like you, it's small but has plenty of fight. It did not have any fight. So I'll get 9 rupees back, which... it's fine. Oh, had a piece of heart in its mouth. Okay. Yes, I do want to keep going. If I get the bigger fish, I believe that gives me a better lure, which sinks faster. It might just be better strength on your fishing line. So it's kind of hard to get a tell for, but you can actually, like, my controllers are vibrating. Oh, and you can see the struggle on the line there. You can't keep pulling on it because it will break the line. So this is actually like an actual battle. Come on. Got him. Alright, you reeled in a big fish. It's so heavy that you wish you'd caught something lighter. Wow, 25.26 inch. That's a lunker. Nice one. That's worth 20 rupees easy. And so now we get the new lure. The middleweight lure. Fish a little deeper down will love this one. First time you've landed one that size, let's mark the occasion with a piece of heart. Want to keep going? Change lures. So now I'll use the middleweight. Which now I think I can use this one to catch this guy here. Oh, come on. This one's actually getting farther away from me. Nope. That's okay. I'm gonna try for the bottle now. And hopefully I can manage to sneak it past these fish. So the other fish will see you're dragging the bottle up, and they will absolutely just go over and be like, bloop, and make you drop the bottle. So there we got it all the way to the bottom. Alright, so there I've got the bottle. And there that green fish just plucked it off me. Not what I wanted. But I think this will work. If that little fish does not see it. Cool. So I think I need to catch this green fish again. Oh, come on. come on. There we go. So this will give me another 20 rupees, which is fine. Oh, 17. Okay. So now we go after the bottle again, which I should be able to now drag it along the floor until I get to the edge, and then I only have to worry about the fish that's over at the far side. Come on, sink. Okay. So there I have it. So it naturally won't fall off, but it's just these two fish here that I gotta worry about. Go, 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 go. Nope. Ah. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to catch this fish. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Alright. 11 rupees. Okay. Oh, he immediately comes back. Alright, so... there we've caught the bottle. I think that's about as far over as I can get it. Like, I'm inching it slowly and, like, just bit by bit. Not there. Go, 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 go. Nice. This one's ours. Alright, done with that. Ugh. So this will let me store a fairy, which basically just lets me get away with dying once and not calling it an actual death. Alright, so now that we've wasted time with that, let's never do that again. And we can go to a new zone. So here we're going to see one of our first new enemies, the Octorok. Or the flying Octorok, rather. Is this the cave that I need to go into for things? No, but this will do. Gosh, there's this one. There's this one. Throw you. Push you. So there's 50 rupees. Cool, okay. So... we leave, come back in. And... what am I doing with this one? Why am I not... like, why am I dumb-braining this? I know what I'm supposed to do. I was just being a dumb brain there. Push this over. Push you. Yep. Yeah. Push this over, push this down. Take the piece of heart. And that is another 4, so that's another heart container. Alright, so this pedestal that we see down here is going to be the first of many, I say many, it's like 8 warp points. If we find another one, we can use it to warp back and forth. I'm just going to ignore that guy. Pretty sure this is the one I need to get to. Oh, I need the Pegasus boots. Okay, I'll come back to that. But that's a tricky one. That actually was one of the heart pieces I most commonly missed back when this was on the Game Boy. These guys' heads just peeking up. Alright, so here we see a bee nest that we can't really do anything with. And we do need bombs to blow up this. Which, we had the bombs, so we'll blow it up. Alright, we'll come down here. Here's another phone booth. So, this is a castle, but it's locked. We can't go inside. But over here off to the side is Kiki the monkey. Bananas! Bananas! Ooh, ooh! Give to Kiki! Yeah. Bananas! Bananas! Ooh, ooh! Kiki! Monkeys! Come! Repay him! Kiki! And now the monkeys do their monkey mischief. And they make a bridge. Monkey business done! Bye-bye! Ooh, Kiki! Alright, bye monkeys. And I found a stick that the monkeys left behind. I take it. So now this allows us to come up here. And we get a secret entrance into this castle. So now that I have the Roc's Feather, I can actually just jump over the Goombas, which makes it easier. I don't have to fall and land on them like I kind of did in the first area, the first dungeon. Alright. So there's going to be some tricky stuff here. The first thing we'll notice is, usually these birds come down and attack you, but this one's not. Let me throw a rock at him. And he drops a golden leaf. So that's what we're going to be doing here, is we're going to be searching for golden leaves. Which, to be fair, there is a person who tells us this. I've just ignored him because I know what I'm doing. I don't need to go talk to him about it. So here we have the next guy, which is the Mad Bomber. Kill him, we get a leaf. And that is now 2 leaves. I don't believe this is a dig spot. For some reason I wanted to say I thought that there was a leaf that was hidden in the ground. But I don't believe there is. So let's go ahead and go inside, because I believe there's only 5 leaves, and I believe there's 2 inside and 1 at the very top. Yep, so there's a leaf. So that is now 3. Don't mind me, guys. And this button here opens the castle gates. So now we can come and go as we like. Huh, it sounds like the castle gate opened. You can easily leave the castle now. Cool. Haha, revenge. Alright, so down here we have these 2 kind of cracked things that when we blow them up, reveal soldiers. And that one has the golden leaf we need. I don't remember what the other one has, so let's find out. Is it just a bunch of nothing? It's a bunch of nothing. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. We're going to get over here where we can see this will be a mini-boss we have to fight, the Ball and Chain Guard. But to get to them, we have to go outside on the 2nd floor of the castle. And in here. So you can see on the door is the image of a pot, which is supposed to kind of tell you, hey, you're going to want to throw a pot at the door. Alright, so now we have the Ball and Chain Guard. Which I'm just going to brute force him, because I've got the hearts to do it. And there we go. That is Golden Leaf number 5. So now, what we don't know is that there's a man south of us who used to be the prince of this castle. But these evil guards took over. And basically, he just wanted his family heirloom, the 5 golden leaves, back. And now we've gotten them for him. So he'll be happy. So I do happen to know right here is a secret seashell, which is important because over here around the corner is the seashell mansion. Yes, I see all of you little pig guards being annoying. Alright, so we'll go inside the seashell manor. And here, we get to see what the seashells are for. I am the spirit of the mansion. I've been waiting for someone, one who can overcome the darkness. Find the secret shells, then ascend the platform. You will receive the ultimate sword. Sounds like you should come back with lots of shells and start training on the platform. Alright, well, let's do it. So, for how many shells you have, it fills up these icons. And then you get prizes every time you reach one of the big shells. So what do we get for getting the first one? A piece of heart. Okay, so I have 5. Each one is increments of 5. So that's 5, 10... Let's see, 5, 10, 15 is the next one. 20, 25, 30 is the one after that. 35, 40, 45, and 50. So we've got a bit to find before I'm going to come back here. Which I believe one of those, the item that you get is just another seashell. Speaking of which, so here we see a little glowing mark on the ground. Oh. Oh, strange energy coming from here. So this is the warp points, which I mentioned we saw one earlier, and now we have the secondary one. So now we can warp from back near Maid Village to the Seashell Manor. I'll take that. Let's see here. I'm going the wrong way. So now I need to go back around this way. And down here. Which, over here is the path that we'll take to get to the next dungeon. But first things first, we gotta go down south, which, hey look, a piece of heart. And a sign that says, Candlelit Castle, 10 minutes. Ah, we already went there. What do you say? Richard's Villa. So this is Richard, Prince Richard. And he wanted the leaves, the golden leaves. Salutations! You wouldn't know it by the look of me, but I used to live in the castle. My servants went berserk and I was forced to flee my villa. So you're looking for something, are you? I may have just what you're after. But first, I want you to retrieve the golden leaf I left behind in the castle. Alright. Smashing! To tell you the truth, there are 5 leaves, and I want them all. Okay, you'll need to do some digging, so buy a shovel. Are you off? Then good luck. Yeah, I already got it. Ah, très bien, I see you recovered all of the leaves. Now move this statue and you will find your reward. So I'm actually going to hang out in this room for a little bit, because I believe if we do, we'll get to hear the Todokeke song again. So I'm going to take a drink of water. And we get to listen to this great music. And look at all these frogs. Break this man's pottery. Oh no, now the frog has trapped me. Frog. Frog, please. Frog, please. Frog. Frog, I can't get out. Frog. Frog, no. Thank you. So let's see here. So that's the loop. I forget how long you have to wait on this. So, for those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I'll kind of explain what we're waiting for. The guy that made the music for this game, he's also the same person that made the music for Animal Crossing. Alright, so that was it. He hides that tune in every game he does the music for. It's in Animal Crossing as one of KK Slider's songs. Hey, look, another secret seashell. These aren't really secret when there's, you know, like 50 of them in such a small world. But, yeah, it's whatever. I'm not going to collect every secret seashell. I'm just going to get enough to get me the second sword. Because it makes a huge difference. So this won't be a 100% playthrough. This is just kind of a for funsies. Alright, have fun, Dimmy. Alright, so there's that piece of heart. Which I think puts me at 3? No, 2. But that's fine. Alright, so here's where we needed to get to. Which this guy will tell us we need to dig here. And this gives us the key that we need. So now we just gotta get around to unlocking the dungeon. Which, I told you the dungeon we were gonna get to a path back the other way. Which is true. Unfortunately, we have to go this way first to unlock the dungeon. And then we have to go all the way around to go into the dungeon. Walked right into that. Alright, so now we're going to be able to jump across these islands. Apparently I didn't make that jump. And into Dungeon 3 we go. Here we can see another door that we're going to have to break a barrel to get into. Break a pot. So these guys, when you attack them, they kind of fly around the place and then they explode. Alright, so now that they're both dead, let's go ahead and open this treasure chest and get a small key. Oh, I'm gonna bump that heart out of the way. So it seems like we're getting a lot of... it seems like we're getting a lot of chests right off the bat. That was a trap. In this room, well, we can't do anything here, but we need to remember that blue needs to be down. So this is an annoying room because we actually need to kill that little bitty slime enemy to spawn a treasure chest right here. But we can't because we can't get over there. And again, blue needs to be down. So we'll just go ahead and progress to the rest of the dungeon. So this is a weird set of rooms. You actually don't need to go into all 4 of these. If I just went to the right here, I would never open all 4 of these doors. Each of these rooms contains a key. Yeah, I see you, bud. Alright, so this will give me a key. Which, again, this key is going to be set on a path that if I just let it go, it eventually will fall into the hole in the center of the room. But yeah, so this gives me a key. I can go to the left. The left room will give me a key. I go to the north. The north will give me a key. Each are locked behind a key. It's basically so saying that you don't have to necessarily lock yourself out of this dungeon. Oh, come on. Seriously? Is it blocking it because it's in my way? Yeah, okay. So there I hit one. There, I'll hit the other. So now... Oh. Nope. One down. And there's the other. Once again, the key would just fall into the hole if I just let it stay there. But if you leave the room and you come back, you'll get the key back. So you're not totally out of luck if you don't pick it up right away. So here we can see we have the crystal. Which, that's handy. There, drops the key. Go ahead and smack that. Now, I'm not going to go back and get that stuff yet, because I'm going to be coming back through the entrance of this dungeon later anyways, once I get the dungeon item. Back here, bat. If I'm not mistaken... Okay, I was saying, I think this room also drops a key, but it doesn't. But that's because this room is the way to get out. So now we have all these guys, which killing all the slimes that magically pop up in this room will grant us another treasure chest. Or a key. And again, there are enough keys in this dungeon that I think it's impossible to lock yourself out of every room. I do want to place a bomb here. Because I happen to know that this is a secret room. I'll just go ahead and place a bomb here as well. So I can't cross this gap. It's too big for me to jump by myself. But I will get a treasure chest, dungeon item soon that will allow me to cross it. Do I need to go up here yet? Alright, these guys. So these bombs are different. When you hit them, they start a countdown. You just kind of got to make sure you're not near them when it goes off. Alright. And here we're going to get a compass. Now this is deceptive, because this doesn't... Like, the way you're supposed to know about this is by going on this pathway that's down here. But there's a bombable door here. Ah. That guy managed to fly all the way around and hit me. Oh, I should have gotten my bottle. Yeah, I should have gotten that in my bottle. But the thing is I'm going to need 4 keys to get to the, like, next major area of this dungeon. I don't have to fight these guys. I'm not going to fight these guys. But, that's the treasure chest I need to get to. So I can start working my way to it. I think one of these chests has... Or one of these pots has bombs in it. Yeah, there we go. I just need bombs. Because I know what's coming up. Let's go this way. Slime. Come on. There we go. Come on. I think he's too far away now. Yeah. Alright, I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to do this. Because I need what you drop. A key. So the thing is I know that the mini-boss of this dungeon is the Dongos, which you need bombs to kill. So that drops a chest up there. Oh, good. Okay, so I know that there's a chest right here. 50 rupees, can't complain. Going closer to that 980. This is where we would know about this room. And we would get to see all of this. That's just a dead end. To me, this is one of the more confusing dungeons. I know it's just a big circle. But it always felt to me more confusing than it should be. Okay, so here I can push this block to come back out. And then this should be the mini-boss. Yeah. So they give you an exit out of this room. In case you don't have enough bombs to fight them. Nope. And I believe it is 3 bombs each. I have to wait till they start opening their mouths again. There we go. That's 2 for him. And 3. I'm gonna capture you in a bottle. Alright, fairy in a bottle. So now, if I die, I'm fine. I can cheat and say that I didn't. And now we just gotta wait for this guy to open his mouth, and there we go. Eat the bomb. Go pop. Alright, so... push this. Push up. And we get the Pegasus Boots. Holding L allows you to dash. Again, this was an item that you had to equip. Also, how satisfying is that? Just listen to him just pitter-patter. I love it. It's the best noise. This game really knew how to give it, like, just the best. Alright, so now we'll go in here. And with the combination of the feather and running, we can easily clear that gap. And there we get the boss key. I do still need one more key to make it through the rest of this dungeon. So let's now go back to the beginning, the entrance, where we'll get our last key. And so here we have a repulsor that dashing allows us to run right through him. And key. I love that pitter-patter. It's so good. Alright, so knowing that I have to go this way real quick, just to kill this thing. And then I should be able to get the chest in that room. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there we go. Ow. Just because I want to try and make sure this guy doesn't respawn, I'm going to go ahead and get his chest first. There we go. And if I remember right, this isn't anything special. Just money. I mean, 300 rupees. I'm overjoyed. But, it's not anything special. Same for this. I believe this is, once again, nothing... It's nothing necessary or needed. It's not like the map or the compass. And here we have... Oh, it is the map. I didn't think that was locked behind an actual puzzle, because you can actually lock yourself out of not being able to get the map. Alright, so we'll open this, which is maybe more money. Stone beak. Alright. I knew that that was somewhere in here. I just didn't remember if I'd already gotten it or not, because I don't care about the stone beak. Double defense. Sure. The cool thing is now I can actually just dash into those guys, because the boots, they never see it coming. Which makes them so much easier to kill than all the other things I was doing to them. Just gonna ignore you. Just gonna ignore you. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, come on. So here we have this guy. He doesn't like to drop. Oh! Now he falls. Jump across this pit. Can I get this piranha plant to come back? Yeah. Free money. Can't say no to free money. So I gotta kill all these guys, which I can just by dashing into them. Which... I always thought that these were like crystals, but they seem almost like balloons or like tents with the way that the kind of physics work in this game. Okay, so this is how it's impossible to lock yourself out of this dungeon. Is in this room, you'll get another key, which will allow you to go back and access every other room in the little square that we were in earlier. So knowing that I'm right in front of the boss, I'm going to pick up this piece of power. Because it's going to make this boss fight just a little easier. And I do mean just a little. Neener, neener, you can't find me. He is on the ceiling. Dash into the wall and he falls down. Slime Eye. And so now... So for this one... So you just have to get him... you have to get him, like, fully split like this. and then dash in between him to split him. I'm doing really bad about placing these guys. There we go. Because the trick is you got to get them high enough so that you can slash at them. Alright, so that is the 3rd dungeon down. I'll be doing the 4th dungeon as well, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I'll do half the game today, and I'll probably do half the game coming up soon. Definitely not as long between my last stream and this one. And here we have our 3rd instrument. The Sea Lily's Bell. Waterfall. It is hidden in the waterfall. Oh, that's where you get the second sword in the original Legend of Zelda. You gotta go behind the waterfall. Oh, it's Spoiler Owl. Hoot, how many instruments have you gotten so far? 3. You play the instruments in front of the egg, the windfish will wake, and you will leave this island. Now, you must hasten to the Yarna Desert. The dark, monstrous inhabitants of the sand will show you the way. Hoot hoot. Snape kills Dumbledore. So, that little plant that's suspiciously on that island there is suspicious for a reason. I just can't get to it yet. Which is fine. I'll come back to it. But right here is a seashell. Alright, so now with the boots, there's a lot of things I can go and do that are just little side things. One being, I want to go into this this cave that we saw earlier. These little, I want to call them rocks so bad, but they pop like balloons. And then you can see that there's a cracked wall up here, but in the Game Boy version, there wasn't any cracks or anything there. You just had to know that this was a bombable wall. And there's a piece of heart behind it, which made it one of the hardest pieces of heart for me to find when I was younger. But now I feel like it's super obvious. Gosh. And get. 50 rupees. Very nice. This puts us at 550. Alright, I have to go all the way back. Oh. Okay, and then right around here should be our good buddy Terran with these bees. Oh, Link, I see you have a nice stick. Can I borrow it for a second? Sure, bud. What you gonna do with that stick? Hey, you probably shouldn't. You probably should. Oh no. Oh. But you know, he deserved it. But on the plus side, I got a honeycomb, so that's nice. Not sure how it happened, but I take it. I know how it happened. I gave a guy a means to agitate bees, and he agitated bees. Oh, hey, look, my sister's playing Super Mario Party instead of watching my stream like a good family member. To be fair, I did buy her Super Mario Party for her birthday. Okay, so these trees with apples on them, if you dash into it, the apples come off, and then you can eat the apples. You pick up an apple. It basically gives you some hearts. But Link will just... It's super adorable. Alright, so now we need to go down these stairs. We can dash across here. Oh, well. There's a piece of heart in there and I can't get it. I don't have the ability to swim yet, so I can't get in the water and just grab it. Oh, hey, look. That's going to be coming up at the second part. We won't see that in this part. Hey, look, there's a piece of heart. I don't. Leave me alone, Zap Guy. So what we need to get to now is this area, which is Animal Village, where there's talking animals. Ah, sigh. Such a nice day. We need a song from Marin. So, the animals of Animal Village love Marin and her singing. Alright, I'm not ready to talk to him yet. It's down here in this corner. There is... Good Buddy the bear. And the bear is looking for a honeycomb. Hi-ho! Hey you! Is that possibly a honeycomb you have? I just ran out. Will you swap it for a pineapple? Sure. You exchange the honeycomb for a pineapple. It's not as sweet, but it is delicious. Hi-ho! Yeah, I know. That tub of goo is asleep right the way to Yarna Desert. Once he's asleep, he won't budge for a long time. But hey, take little Marin and wake him up with her singing. That slob will wake up with a jump if he heard her sing for sure. Alright, so that tells us that we need to bring Marin to the animal village. So that, we can get her to wake up. It's a big, walrus. So I'm just going to go ahead and warp. Speaking of which, before we go and get Marin, we're going to need something else. Up here is a very disturbing and kind of creepy little hut. It's called the Dream Shrine, where we can get in bed and go to sleep and enter the world of dreams. Ooh, ooh. So here we have some mimics that you can attack from any direction, which is handy in that we can just kind of run through them. Now, I could have come in here earlier, but I wouldn't be able to get past that block. And as you can see, there's an ocarina over there. There is also 100 rupees, which is very nice. So let's pop the rock. And we'll get our ocarina. I like that when you get the ocarina, it plays a different melody than getting your regular items. So now we hop here, we leave here, and that wakes us up from the dream. Alright, so now we're getting ready to go and do one of my favorite segments of this game. Oh, that's satisfying. We're about to sign Link up for, Plenty of Fish. Oh, hey, there's a Spiny. And another piece of heart. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do this. We'll go after the Spiny first, because it's the easiest. I say that, watch me not get it. Oh, hey, that popped in there really nicely. Also, it's kind of cruel that the turtle is on its back. And there we go. Alright. That may have been too soon. Oh, just barely. Alright, I'll give it another shot. So I want to wait till now. Yoink. I feel really good about that. I feel really bad about that. Yeah, let's go again. I got the money. I don't need that bow and arrow that quickly, I guess. Ooh. Come on, stay in there. Nice. Awesome. Easy peasy. Oh, crap. I didn't want to play again. Alright. I'll get the rupee. I say that. Watch me not get the rupee. Nope, I got it. Okay, cool. Play again? No. Lower the gate. Let me get my prizes. Piece of heart. Which gives us a new heart container. Spiny figure. And 20 rupees. I believe this... Oh, I ran into the chicken. Please don't hate me forever, chicken. I believe the spiny figure goes in here. That is the blooper. That is the cheap cheap. Okay, so he's like fish. Piranha plant. So then it's got to be one of these ones up here. Also, we can see that Marin is no longer at the little weather vane there. So we're going to have to go find Marin. Spiny. I believe this kid will tell us. Huh? Marin's not with you? What happened to her? I forget who it is we have to talk to, but there's someone you could talk to. They basically tell you Marin is down at the beach. So, let's go to the beach. Beach. Nicki Minaj. So now I could actually take care of this little pest. And he just runs away. And here she is. Oh, Link, I'm glad you found this place. Will you stay and talk to me for a while? Yeah. And then we get this cute little scene. I'll turn off my webcam for this. I wonder where these coconut trees come from. Taryn says there's nothing beyond the sea. But I believe there must be something over there. When I discovered you, Link, my heart skipped a beat. I thought, this person has come to give us a message. You don't talk much, do you? If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly to faraway places and sing for many people. If I wish to the windfish, I wonder if my dream will come true. You gonna fucking say something? Hey, are you listening? Link, are you listening to me? Yes. Yes, I am. Pretty lady talk. I want to know everything about you. I mean... Huh? The walrus wants me to go to him. Well, alright, let's go. Ta-da! We get an upskirt shot. I mean, we've got Marin. Is this my big chance? And the music changes, which is adorable. So there's a few things that Marin will interact with you with. She loves it when you dig. Great, dig it, dig to the center of the earth. And she just says that over and over. I don't think they kept it in the game. But if you took her down here... Oh, they did. You get another scene. This is my first walk with you, Link. This cliff will be our secret place. Aren't you going to say anything? I'm gonna tell all my friends I lost my virginity here. Alright, so that's a cute little scene. Also, the overworld music changes as long as you have Marin with you. So I've been putting this off. I've known this was here and I could have gotten this the entire time. But I wanted to do it now because there's reason to do this with Marin. So you can jump into this well. And Marin jumps with you. Ooh, what a surprise! And thus Link died. Game over. The end. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay, Link? But there's a piece of heart down here. It's one of those funny things. In the original, or I say the original, in the Game Boy Color version, if you do that, you get a picture of Link getting basically sat on. So here's another funny one. Wow, Link, can I try this? What do you say? Sure. You're good. You're a pro, aren't you? Well, beat it. Pros aren't allowed in here. And then Marin basically gets banned from the claw game. So I believe that that's all of the secrets with Marin. is basically just like the secret spot, falling in the well, digging with her, and doing the claw game. There isn't anything for the fishing game. But we can take the teleport, so this will make this faster, to get back over to Animal Village. Ah, it's her! Little Marin! And here's the walrus. Yeah, it's that lazy walrus. Shall we give him a little surprise? Yes. And he's dead. Wow, he certainly woke with a start. Huh? Oh, he's calling me. It's the same as always. Link, I'm gonna go to the Animal Village. Please drop by, okay? Yeah, whatever. Time to go to the desert. Lots of fun things to do in the desert. So, Spinies are another Mario enemy that made their way into Zelda. Or the spiny cactuses. Hey look, a secret seashell. How many does that make for us now? 9. So you may notice that of all of the, like you'll notice if I go back down here, like these skulls here, they're just like normal skulls. But if we come up here and around here, this skull has a has like whites in its eyes. So what we can do is we can spread magic powder on it. Ah, yes, that dust was so refreshing. For that, I'll tell you a hint. Use a bomb in a place where the sand swallows you. There is a treat on the other side of the wall. Bye! And that's basically to let us know about this area. But for this area, we're gonna have to do a mini-boss. Annoyance! You're only getting in the way! So this was a boss from A Link to the Past. I have to be careful, because if I go too close to the center, it'll actually suck me down that hole. And there we go. Nope. So, the key is supposed to fall down there. Regardless of whether you get to it first or not, even if you do, it still drags you in during the, like, cutscene of it playing. And you end up having to come down here anyways. And behind here, which is where the guy was talking about, is a piece of heart. Oh, there goes my dog again. Yes, I see you guys. And we'll come up out of here. Alright. So I know there was another piece of heart around this corner. And I can go get that. Oh, first we gotta get to Spoiler Owl. Hoot, the shape of the key shows a fish swimming up a cascade of water. Now, go to the mountain waterfall. A leap from the top and you will reach your goal. Han didn't really die in the Fast and the Furious series. So here's a bombable wall. But in addition, there's just a piece of heart over here. So they absolutely added more pieces of heart to this game than in the original Game Boy version. But they did that because they made it to where you could just get more hearts. Oh, I don't have a bomb, so I can't get through that wall. Which means I can't get to that. But that's okay, because I don't have, I don't have the means to get to that just yet either. I think you can cheese it with the Pegasus Boots and the Rock Feather, but I would also need at least 2 bombs there. Alright, so now that we've gotten the key to the 4th dungeon, we have to go find the 4th dungeon. Also, while I'm here... Oh, wow. I've not looked at my map for a while. Okay, while I'm here, let's go ahead and... Oh. Here we go. Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? And there I learned my first song. So how do you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Yes. You've learned the Ballad of the Windfish. This song will always remain in your heart. Please don't ever forget this song. Or me. So, in case you guys haven't realized, Marin is kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Thirsty? This is not the path I want to go to. Spoiler, Owl. I didn't mean to trigger you. Ooh, there are 2 shrines, one to the north, the other to the south. First head south, where ancient ruins speak of the windfish. You will learn much there. I don't have a spoiler because I can't think of one off the top of my head. Bye. Alright, so... onward towards the next dungeon. Which, boy, how do I get there from here? I don't know that I can in an easy way. Go up here. Yeah, fly away. So I need to go back into the forest. I could have taken a shortcut there to get there, but I need to go back to the forest. So I'm going to do that real quick. And I need my shovel. There's a not so obvious dig spot that I can get. Oh, hey, power. So here where this guy is, you see there's a ring of flowers? In the center is a seashell. Alright, so now... This is... Mabel's hut. She would sell us magic potion, which would refill our hearts the moment we lose our hearts. But we have fairies, so we don't need that. Which, does she still sell you the potion? Because I believe she does. Hi there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. Oh, not Mabel. I've got a little secret sale that'll pump you up. And give me 28 rupees for my secret? Oh, I thought it'd be more than that. Yeah, okay. Alright, come here. I'll rub it on you. There, I've applied my own secret medicine. It'll take effect when you lose all heart. Drop by again, big guy. It's bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full. They were already full. You did nothing. Your bonus treatment's a scam. Alright, so this takes me back here. There's Dompe's hut. This is a teleport I should have activated earlier. And we'll get our first looks at Tall Mountain, where we'll be going, well, a little in this episode, but mostly later. That guy wasn't doing anything, I just felt like smacking him with a rock. Ah. Alright, and here we have our next dungeon entrance. With its wonky eyes. Alright, so now we gotta go up to the mountain to drop down to the entrance of the dungeon. That being said, as you would think from a dungeon featuring a fish in its motif, we will be getting the ability to swim, which is nice. Alright, so up we go to the Tall Mountain Range. I love this music. A lot of people will tell you, like, oh, some of the best music in Zelda is, like, Ocarina of Time's Lost Woods, or also from Ocarina of Time, the Gerudo Valley. But I think that Tall Heights from Link's Awakening is easily better than both of those. And I'll stand by it. I think I can make this jump, but I don't. I think I've already messed up things. So I will go down here, go back up. Oh. Oh, dirt. Okay. Ah. Big brain. There we go. Was that my fourth piece? Yeah, that was my fourth piece, so that got me a new heart container. So, this piece of heart, we won't be getting for quite a while. So now, out this door is just a treasure chest. 50 rupees. Again, ever closer to the 980 we need for the bow. Yeah, I can't make that jump yet. It's 4 wide, and I can only really jump 3 with the combination of the Pegasus boots and the feather. But later, I will be coming back here. Oh, hey, look, it's Papal. He said he was lost up in the... He'd be lost up in the mountains later. And there he is, lost up in the mountains. I believe this is the path that will take me up there to him. And we do need to go rescue our man, Papal. Trap treasure chest? Yeah. Technically, it was a treasure chest with 1 rupee in it. It just took a little bit more effort. And Papal, I believe, wants a pineapple. Yep, Papal got lost, just like he said. Now I'm so famished I can't move. Can you give me some victuals? There you go. This pineapple is so delicious, I'm gonna eat it right now. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. This wasn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this. It's a hibiscus. Look at him just go to town on that pineapple. Delicious. Yum. I'm filled with energy now. Gah. Alright, bye. You weird, strange little man. And so here, we can't go further down, but there's a seashell. But we'll go ahead and drop down to the dungeon. So this is a very water-themed dungeon, and I never liked this one. But I don't think a lot of people like water-themed dungeons. Just in general, they seem to never be as well liked. So there's a dungeon map right off the bat, which is very nice. Here you could see we could do a nice little run and jump to get past there. But I'm actually going to hold off on that because I know there's a lot of stuff back here that we need to do. And I can get the rest of the bombs that I'm missing. So now my bombs are full, which is nice. Alright, so that opens the door to the south. In here, we're going to get the compass. Go ahead and get that, and this should be a key. So now we can go into the next room over. But we can't continue. I think I need to get what's right there. This dungeon has a lot of forward and backtracking. Again, it's one of those things that's like, I've always not really cared for this dungeon. Okay, this isn't a key or else my compass would chime. It's the stone beak. So let's go ahead and go up here, and now we'll go do the jump across. Or I'll just fall. I am not doing good at this. There we go. So here's a new block. We haven't seen a damaged block. But it allows us now to get over here, push this, and get a key. And there's another key, which I know we'll need for later on. Go ahead and get my hearts. Also, if these enemies are too annoying, you can just sprinkle powder on them and they turn into fairies. So then they become trivial, and on top of that, beneficial. Alright, just ignore all of you as I make my way back. So there's like a little bit of delay between pushing the button and Link jumping, which is why I've been like missing that. Alright. So now we can open up this locked door. I don't like that these things have massive lips. It's just weird. Also, 700. We're getting closer. Okay, so see, like, this treasure chest, I'm not supposed to be able to get until I have the flippers that would allow me to swim. Really? I was going to try and show off something, but I can't because this guy's here. The P-Hat decided to land on the one square I need to land on. And he's... Really? Seriously? Come on, P-Hat. Ah. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in this. I know in the Game Boy, I could clip it just right. Yeah, it's not worth trying. Because again, like, I'll get the flippers to be able to come back and get that. But in the Game Boy version, you absolutely could cheese it by moving just far enough to be able to get it. I want that, but I don't want the other thing. Alright, so we come in here, and, oh, key chime. Kill all the enemies, and, well, there goes the key. Straight into the toilet. So there's a lot that we can't do in this dungeon right off the bat, because we need the flippers. Which, again, makes a lot of backtracking in this. So another thing is like, I could make that jump to that button in the Game Boy version. But you can't really in this one. And you're not supposed to. So this is a slime. And in here... So this is a puzzle that we'll get the solution to later. And again, we're supposed to have the boots, the flippers, before we know the solution. But I needed to get that key, and now I'll come back over this way. Nope. Where am I going? I hate this dungeon. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I know that's not the right way. Oh, duh. Back the other way, there's a locked door. In the room where the key fell, there's a locked door. That's where I need to go. That poor other Spiny just walked right off the edge. Oh, hey, look. You guys are back. So, I already triggered the key animation, so it doesn't repeat. Really? I needed that heart. I didn't need the heart, but I wanted that heart. So, this boss, what it wants you to do is to run around the outside of the arena. Or you could just jump over him. So, I'll show you kind of here what it wants you to do. It wants you to, like, chase after him. Which, I mean, you could do. Ultimately, it does work. It's just so much easier. And there we go. I did a little brute forcing in that, but he gets the job done. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this back up so that we can get through there. And this gives us the flippers, which now solves all the problems we have with this dungeon being half in water. So, I told you we had the solution here. So the solution is bottom left. Oh, I touched these guys. So we get a better way to kill this enemy later. These are Helmosaurs. They're from A Link to the Past. Alright, go ahead and do this. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it basically just opens that door to show you that, hey, you did stuff. And now we can go back that other way. But before I do that, I need to go backtrack and get some of the things that we missed. Just avoid that. I don't want it. See, now, if we had tried to come down here before to get the key, it would have been in the water. We wouldn't have been able to get it. But now we can. Alright, so back up here we'll go. Get off. I'll take that. Oh, come on. Oh, thank goodness it gave it to me. So this is money, which I'll never say no to. And a fairy, which I don't need. Because I got a heart. So now, go back this way and clean up some of the other stuff I missed. Like there's a treasure chest here. If these guys will move out of the way. That's one way to get them to move out of the way. More money. Come on. You know you want to. I'll just do it myself. the acorn. I don't want to go in there just yet. Okay, so up here we had that puzzle, which we now have the solution to. So it starts here, up here. Nope. Is it the middle one? Then this one. And now the top one. And this will unlock a secret passage, which I will want to take. Okay, so I cannot run... Oh, I could probably dash past them. Bait him out, jump on top of him, and then we can escape. And all of that was to get the boss key. Alright, so now we're ready to go back where we hit that switch. Because this will take us to the boss. And just to make sure... Yep, alright, we got everything else in here. So, no backtracking for this dungeon. Which is always nice. I'm pretty much on full health, so I don't need that. We can't really use any other items for this boss fight. Because this boss fight is a 2D side-scroller boss fight against a fish. The anglerfish. Bloop, bloop, globe, globe, ooh, ooh, bloop, globe. Anglerfish. This is actually a really easy boss. He does spawn, like, little fish. But... I mean, you can clearly see there's not much to this. Boss defeated. I think I got hit once, and it was when he pushed me back into the baby fish. And there's my piece of heart. Hey, and with that, we are on 2 rows of hearts now. Very nice. So now we come back up here. And the door to the next instrument is open. The Surf Harp. Alright, I said I was gonna stop after this dungeon, but I think I just realized I should be able to go to the color dungeon, which is very short and doesn't have any build-up. So I might do that real quick, and then we'll call it cut after that. Your road goes into the bay. Before that, though, there's a piece of heart over here that there's not many better times to get it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it right now. So it's very evident here, but in the original Game Boy game, you just had to dive and hope that you found it. We also need to get our second ocarina song, Mambo's Mambo. I am Mambo, childless finish. Have you got an ocarina? Yes. Then I can teach you my song. Mambo, mambo. Mambo, mambo. Mambo. And there we go. Our second ocarina song, Mambo's Mambo. When you play Mambo, you can warp to a warp point around the island. Try this tune in the dungeons too, and since today's a special day, I'll let you warp to Mambo's Pond too. So Mambo's Pond is out there by Crazy Tracy's. Originally, you couldn't warp to any warp point. You could only warp to Crazy Tracy's. But that wasn't always a bad thing. So we weren't able to get past here if I tried going before, because it's a one-way push to the block. But this puts us right back out where we did the, where we used the key to unlock the dungeon. Which is nice, because I actually want to come down here. So this is over by the castle. And the only reason I'm going over here is because I happen to know that there is another piece of heart over here. And again, it's one of those things that it's kind of out of the way to get to it. There's a seashell. What's that put us at? Are we at 15? 11. Not even close to 15. Oh, really? Okay, so we have a ghost following us. I didn't think that happened yet. But he's gonna be kind of annoying. The ghost wants us to take him places. And we will. Eventually. I don't want to just yet. I have other things to do. Alright, so I will show off Mambo's Mambo. Because I actually want to go to Mambo's Pond. So again, basically just lets us warp at any point in time. Alright, so I'm here in the graveyard with Mr. Ghost. And I'm going to try to get into the color dungeon. I don't know if I can do it with him following me. Okay, cool. So, when you spawn the ghosts on the screen, I got arrows. I don't have a bow yet, though. When you spawn the ghost on the screen, it actually, Okay, so you must have both remarkable power and courage to face this trial alone. So, I can't, because I've got him with me. Great. That's frustrating, and I know where he wants to go. So, I guess I'll make my way over there. I don't think there's anything here. I don't think they added anything here, rather. $848, so I'm almost there. I'm 150 away from cap. Which means I'd be able to buy the bow. Alright, so this is going to bring me back around to here. We'll swim over to that island. Seashell. Alright, so for this we're going to go to this cave, which will be the first time we're going in here. And we're actually going to take a shortcut once we get in there. Not a shortcut, but like a secret. So let me go ahead and get my bombs out. Oh no, scary spider skulls. Once again, clearly marked with cracked wall. In the original Game Boy version, you just kind of had to know it was here. And even then, once you knew it was here, there was more to it than just that. Because, like, there's not a prize at the end of this. Right. So, like, when I come out here, there's not anything really here. But, if you know, and you have this, somewhere around that owl is a secret seashell. Which puts us at 13. But that's all you can do up here, so unless you knew that, you would have no reason of knowing why to go up there. But if you were missing one seashell in the original game, there's a fair chance that that was probably one of them. Alright, ignore all these guys, because I don't care. I just want to get out of you. Like, I want the ghost to go away. And there's a lot of stuff down here that we're going to want to have to come back for. Like, I want to do this, but I can do this. So, make the sacrifice, but now we can jump through. And I believe I can go through this now, because this is going to require the flippers, which I have. Piece of heart. But more importantly, on the other side of this is a better secret. Because down here is our bat friend. Oh, there goes my dog. Hey, kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot. But now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Okay, I'll let you carry more bombs. Are you ready? Yeah, you don't gotta keep asking me. I I came in here and I woke you up. I'm ready. Hey, you deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Take care. See you again. One more time, bud. I gotta get arrows. Alright. No, don't go back up the stairs. Why would you face me the opposite direction? I'm so close to getting rid of this ghost now. Alright. Come out of here. We gotta do a jump across the hole. Not this hole. We got a different hole we gotta jump across. Is this the thing? Yeah. Seashell number 14. Which, I'm about to get 15, too. Because inside the place where we're taking this ghost is number 15. This should be one as well. So there's 16. Well, I say that. That's 15 itself. 16 will be here in a second. This is a warp point. Which doesn't matter, because I'll probably never come back here again. Here, into my house! So, I think... I forget what it is. If you talk to the... You could somehow talk to the ghost, so you could trigger him talking to you. And he tells you he wants to go to his house in the bay. And when you get here, it's not great. Nostalgia unchanged. Oh, so you're a fan of the Nostalgia Critic? Pretty good YouTuber. Dude, you look so sad. Boo-hoo. Come on, dude. Just get on with it. Move on. Literally, like, move on into the afterlife. Enough. Cemetery. Take me. My grave. Yeah, alright, let me just, snag this seashell out of one of your pots. Cool. Bye. First things first. We will Mambo's Mambo right on over to the Seashell Mansion. Because now I've got 15. 15 was the next prize. Oh, you can talk to this tree. Well, that was a surprise. Hey, I'll tell you a secret. If you see a weird bowl all by itself in the middle of a cave, sprinkle some magic powder into it. We know. We've done it twice. You don't need to tell me that, tree. So that raises it to 10 and 15 and a little bit more because we got a little bit more than 15. And here's our second present. Oh, the seashell sensor. It lets you know when a seashell's close by. Thanks. While I'm over here, I happen to know that there's a piece of heart down here in this tunnel, and I'm about to get the thing that makes it to where I never have to go into this tunnel again, so I might as well try and get this now. And that gets me another heart. So now we'll come out of here, we'll take him to his grave. And that will set us towards the 5th dungeon. Which I don't believe needs a key or anything. So, his grave is actually not in this cemetery, because apparently he's a fancy ghost. His grave is up here, with all these nice flowers next to it. Hey, look, seashells near here. It's going to be right here in the middle of this, so let's go ahead and get our shovel out. 17. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. A jar for you. Put something inside. Bye-bye. So the thing he put in the jar was the seashell, and I already got it, because I'm... Oh, I guess he gave me a fairy bottle. In the original game, he tells you that so you know to go back to his house to check for the seashell. But he gives me a bottle. Hoot hoot, it's been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the water of Martha's Bay. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter Catfish's maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward, hoot. Martha's the name of Superman's mom and also Batman's mom. So, there's a piece of heart down here. I do want to get it, because it'll take me to the graveyard. Bats, stop. Go away. I guess I don't need anything else. Ow. So, technically what they want you to do here is they want you to have the hook shot, which we're going to get in the next dungeon, to get this heart piece. But, we just kind of cheesed it. With the long jump. Alright, so let's see if now we can do this. Which I believe it's supposed to be up, left, up, right, up, go away. Oh, I guess that's not the order for it, because it's not going to let me push this. But it didn't tell me, like it did last time, that I couldn't do it. So let's reset this real quick. To try and do the color dungeon again. So, last time I did this, 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 and it was here that it told me no. Yeah, it's still not letting me. Which, I can answer this real quick. Because I can always warp back here real quick once I get the answer. But the answer is there's a thing in Mabe Village that tells you the correct order. But it's also possible that it wants me to have 5 dungeons completed before I do it. For some reason, I thought it was tied to hearts. Like how many hearts you had, not so much how many dungeons you completed. I also need to do the crane game again, because I saw that there's a boo in there, and I also did just complete a dungeon. There's a secret she-shell as well. Yep, let's go. Come on. Hey, oh, come on. Yeah. There we go. So this should hopefully just be the 50 rupees with no problem. There we go. I got a little worried there watching it tumble. Boop. So, Boo is really easy. He's just nice because he's big and round. He doesn't slip out very easily. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll go for a positive 20 rupees. All right. New. So that's 20. Secret seashell. 50. And the Boo figure. Which I believe if I come back in here, the Boo figure won't be replaced. Yeah, it's not replaced with something else until I place the Boo figure. So Orira is the fish things. I don't want those. So is it in here? This is Piranha Plant? Yeah. So then I guess it's up in this guy's. Good old Papal, who should be back home now. Hey, he is. Shy Guy. Boo. I gotta say, thanks again. 4 boys who look alike, even I get confused sometimes. Oh gosh, that sounds awful. 4 kids who all look alike? Alright, so now that I've placed it, the next figure should be in. Which it is. It's a Cheep. Which I can technically get for free if I can get it on the first try. It's looking good. Awesome. It's a little bit too big to roll out as well. And so we know the Cheep will go in Old Man Orira's house. If I can get this, that's kind of a sloppy one. But if I can get this red rupee, that makes this whole endeavor free. You got it. Alright. New. So there's 20 rupees, which puts me back at 910. And a Cheep. Disclaimer, it cannot actually fly. So we'll just run... Oh, Oh, I don't want to run into you, chicken. Yahoo! Worked too hard and now my broom is worn to the handle. Poor old lady. Alright, it's gonna be this one back here. Oh, nope, that's Blooper. Is it really that big? Cheep cheep? I guess it's just a bigger platform for a smaller thing. Alright, so now what do we have in here? Nothing. Cool. So now if I go over to the library, this should tell me the order for the graves. Right. Hidden power of color. Yes. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. Cool. I was starting with the absolute wrong one. So it is starting from the bottom right. Down, left, up, right, up. Got it. Alright, so that's how I'm going to end this stream. Is I'm going to go and do the Dungeon of Color. And call it a night. Which means that tomorrow we can start off, because I know the Dungeon of Color has rupee rooms, so we'll start off with buying the bow. Which we'll need for the 5th dungeon. Alright, so... down, left, up, right, up. And so, there's the color dungeon. Alright. This is the color dungeon, and we're the color guard. You need magic powder to get anywhere in here. Say the word and I'll sell you some. So, the reason these guys are here is they stopped you from entering this dungeon if you tried to play a Game Boy Color game on a regular Game Boy. Because you wouldn't be able to tell them apart, and they would ask you what color their shirts were. And then basically it just showed off the fact that, like, oh, the stuff is in color. So you're gonna see this puzzle where you have to change the color of stuff a few times. I think one more time after this, but it's bigger. This is a weird dungeon. I actually really like this dungeon, but it is very weird. It has 2 mini-bosses. Oh, hey, look at that. You can go over 900 or 999. That's good to know, because I was legitimately thinking about stopping when I got to 999, not picking up any others. So these are bounce squares. And this enemy's kind of annoying because he will also bounce. Alright, so I can't go down there. Jumping on, or not jumping, standing on those will make them, like, bounce you. So these enemies, you just match them with the color. If you're colorblind, they also have shapes. But, simple puzzle. Again, just kind of getting you used to the idea of what this dungeon's going to be about. It's about color. Surprise. So here's more of these guys. Which I don't know... I don't get these guys, because at first, like, when I first played it, I thought it was you couldn't kill them if they were on their color. But you absolutely can. Alright, so here we get a key. Right, I think we want to go this way first. Alright, so here's another version of the puzzle, which... It's not... None of these puzzles are very hard. Especially if you already know the solutions to them. But I can see where, if you just go kind of slash crazy, it might create some problems. In that you can get yourself into a situation where it's much tougher to solve. Boo! I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me. Cool. This is why we need magic powder. So he turns into the giant Zaps gel, and we use the powder to make him back into a blue gel. And boy, he likes to remind you every time you hit him that your sword won't work on him. But, taking him down. And this will be the boss key. So, there's no item in this dungeon, which is why I'm kind of tacking it onto the end here. The item that you get is either double defense or double attack permanently. So essentially the Triforce or the Acorn forever. Which I'm going to be choosing double attack because it's nice to kill things faster. But it does change the color of your tunic. So we will be getting the red tunic, not the blue tunic. Which I know, some people that know me, I'm all about blue mage and blue and all that good stuff, and yes, it is kind of sacrilege, but... So that's a boss that's not very difficult, especially when you have as much health as this dungeon requires you to have to get in. You absolutely can brute force him. So this seems like you're supposed to kill all the enemies, but there's a switch. I believe I want to go left. Maybe not. Okay. I think there's a... Yeah, say there's a chest here for getting all the items, or for getting all the enemies. Which basically you just have to spawn them all. And there's the map. Okay, cool. That's helpful. Yes, this is absolutely the way I want to go. By the way, the music that this is playing is like a remix of the, dungeon music from the first Legend of Zelda game, which is fantastic. Yes, please go away. Thank you. Oh no, the hard mode of this, where all of the things are a bunch of them. And there's the key I need. So the double power that I'm going to get here is nice, but it's not as nice as the level 2 sword, which can cut through pots. See, like, that puzzle's really tricky if you don't know exactly which 4 hits to make. Because then you start getting into, you have to correct and try and solve it, and It's just a lot easier than you think. You hit all 4 of the sides. Ah, so here's something where you could use the bow and arrow, but it doesn't matter. And now we're gonna get to the boss fight. This boss fight was so annoying in the Game Boy Color version because this is safe. I'm safe. Hard hit Beetle. Every time he changes like major color, he would say like different lines. And he would say like, yeah, step back, take your time. But he would say like, red means stop, blue means go. And like every time, if he went back to orange, he would say the line for orange again. If he went back to red after going back to orange, he would say the line again. And see, this just gives you a warp here. Like, it didn't act like it was a boss, but it's because this fairy allows you to change your bonus you get at any time. Welcome, Link. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? Powerful red mail. Are you sure you want the red mail? Yes. As you wish, so shall it be. Yes. Relax and close your eyes. And so we get the red mail. Your body is full of energy. I will now take you outside. But again, we can come in here at any time and swap over if we felt like we needed it. So now we have, like, much, like, higher pushback. Okay, so I'm going to... warp back to Mabe Village, and I'm going to stop in front of the store. And that will be where we pick up tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, but next time. Maybe tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. But we'll start off by buying the bow. Alright, so... system save. Alright. So, that's where I'm going to end it off. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. I hope you guys all had a good time. Thanks to Excelsior for following. And for the people on YouTube, be sure to come and catch my streams. I try to do them pretty often. I'm going to be picking up the pace a bit more. I will be streaming Skyward Sword HD when it comes out, the day it comes out. I don't have plans for the 16th. Let's go. So try to stop by for that, guys, if you want to be here. It'll be a fun time. Thanks again to everybody coming out, hanging out. Thanks to Melancholy, Poison Skittles, Excelsior, Dimmy Gamer, Jet the Bear, Lady Liliana. You all came out and talked with me. Little Phelan. Great time. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Next time.